to their energy. It's transferable, okay?
It was 5 years ago I put out the first warning about this beast blockchain system. And I wonder now, like I wondered then, how many people will get their house in order, will prepare for such an event. Well, now we're closer than ever to that actually being implemented. And I think also along with that, we're going to see a few things connected to precious metals in the metals markets. And you're going to see cash gone. No more hiding money under your mattress, burying it, putting it in a safe. None of that. No more stopping and buying something privately at the lemonade stand, at the flea market, at the yard sale, any of it. Every single transaction that you make is about to be tracked and traced by programmable money. This is the major difference. This isn't just going to be an exchange for fiat cash to get a digital dollar. It's going to be way different, as I said, traceable, trackable, and they can shut it off whenever they want. So if you get out of line, just like they do over in China, they can flip a switch and they can stop you from even leaving the house. If you don't have a green light on your phone, if you get a red light, you're shut down. You already know about the credit score system, or the score system over there in China. They're going to roll out the same thing here. It's actually a plan of the World Economic Forum to tie all.
Hey, Shalom Akim, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor is due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the whole elect. News in this gospel, brother, from the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. As you saw the first video, the first segment, the brother had uploaded it. Basically, this guy got the installed to use it as a key for his Tesla. Okay, which we know that Tesla deals with electrical, or like those electric vehicles, those smart vehicles, so to speak. We also know that this guy Elon Musk, I believe, was basically testing out the brain scans or the brain, or the brain chips on people that was pretty much voided of they basically suffer from impairity, so to speak. So they did the first human trial, if I'm not mistaken, I believe a month ago. Could have changed, don't know. But this is what they were speaking about. So now the proof is in the pudding, and there's no denying it. This is straightforward, it's plain as day. And I mean, if you can't see this, it's because you're not trying to see it. And you got this guy by the name of Dabu7, which is clearly going into the CBDC currency. It says can be shut down by government. Okay, going into the credit-based system that they are harboring over there in China. All right, if you know anything about China's credit-based social score system, basically it deals with your social credit score. Basically, if you are an upstanding citizen, then okay, you're good. You don't have any issue, then they won't have a reason to harass you. But if you get out of line or you get out of hand and the government deems you a threat or a misfit, basically what happens is they turn your shit off, and then there's certain amenities that you can't get. You can't ride the train, okay? You can't ride the rail cars, you can't work, you can't ride the scooters. It's just pretty much they enslave you basically without enslaving you. Meaning if you have a bad social credit system and you need to ride the subway and you don't have a vehicle and you can't ride the scooters, then ultimately you will lose your vehicle, you'll lose your rights, your privileges, and you'll fall into to basically becoming a derelict, which will basically cause you to lose everything you have. So with this whole new CBDC currency, this digital currency that they were actually talking about for some time, I know the first time they mentioned it back in 2020, they wanted to have this rolled out by January of 2021. But obviously, here they go with this shit, man. God damn it. Hold on, man. Fuck. I never had no peace around this motherfucking place, man. Anyway, Salakia. So, long story short, they was talking about rolling this out last year in January because of the whole pandemic. But it fell through because, I mean, you know, they had to go before Congress. They had to vote on and all this other stuff. And plus, you know, they needed things to happen. They needed to get more people desensitized to the shit around them. So now they're talking about December 13th. So we have this like a wait and see approach, you know. But nonetheless, Biden did make it official March 9th. So it goes into play in December. So that's April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. That's 9 months from the day that he allegedly put it on paper. Okay, so with that being said, this right in your face, man. I mean, if you can't see it, then it's because you got a demon on you. Okay, and we're really talking about you other Israelite camps. And people always say, well, why you always getting on other camps? Well, because they're not speaking the things that they're supposed to be speaking according to the scripture. Here, blatantly, the MOTB is exactly what we've been saying it is, and yet these cats out here, they're hiding their talons in a napkin. But yet these be the same men talking about their prophets of the Lord. You're not prophets, man, okay? You're false prophets, because if you were real men of the Lord, you would definitely speak on this. And why the fuck they gotta be right here? Like, damn, like out of all the fucking places in the world, these bitches want to be right here doing this shit. I'm glad I get the fuck up out of here, man. But anyway, long story short again, you Jakes, man, that's in the truth, that's in to know. You're not pushing this. The Most High is just not dealing with you. Okay? And we just say that through the spirit. It's not a pompous thing. We're just saying it because clearly this guy got this thing installed in his hand. Looks very painful, by the way. All right? And y'all can say, well, people been doing that for a long time. They have been doing it. But what we're trying to tell you people is that they're going to converge over to a system that's going to require that. Okay? Somehow, some way, they're going to link you up to the Internet of Things. In order to get this CBDC currency, they're going to have to track you, man. That's what we've been saying. That's what we've been trying to break down to Jake. But Jake been playing games with it. Why? Because, hey, Jake, they just want to do what the hell they want to do. Okay, so I'm going to play the rest of the video, but I want to bring out this preset real quick. This wasn't going to be a long lesson. This is just an update and show you how close we are to Yahweh Shah's return. Okay, so this is something to rejoice at, brothers. Really, it's something to rejoice. Okay, so this is the book of Revelation. Oh, shit, damn. Romans 13. Oh, it's Salakia, brothers. Man, I'm tired. But it says Romans 13 and 11, it says, and that knowing the time that it is now high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than what we believe. And this is going to take a lot of people off guard. And see what they're doing is they're introducing this thing gradually. Okay, they're pushing it gradually because they want to catch people off guard. Because by the time you're able to blink, it's already going to be mandated. Like, what do we do? And I always say you have in times the bad decision and the worst decision. And sometimes the best decision is the bad decision. So you don't have any type of good decision in this but bad. So what happens in this aspect of it, people are going to be so blindsided because they're so focused on the shit before them and the things that don't matter. They're going to bow down to the system because Esau is going to put them in a quagmire, so to speak. Okay, they're going to literally be caught off guard. I'm like, oh, shit. Damn, my rent is due tomorrow. Shit, if I don't get this, then I'm going to be thrown out on the streets. Damn, my job. They're going to give me a bonus, X, Y, and Z. My car payment is due. They're going to trap people up in the possessions of this world. That's why the scriptures say, man, you got the good of this world, man. Hey, it's hard for the Lord to really deal with that because it's just so far you're willing to go. Okay, and there's certain things you ain't going to be willing to do. Like when the Lord basically told the rich man, he said, look, man, you got to give up your riches and follow me. It said that the man walked away very sorrowful because that's a hard thing when you have material possessions that's attached to this world that you've labored. Okay, like the scriptures go into that, how men lose sleep to become rich. Okay, and how they labor in this world for riches and they're still miserable. And what proves that is that when I was at work today, I was driving to one of the sites. I've been working all week, man, and it's this place called the Riverfront. They built these new apartments out there, very nice. I wouldn't mind living there myself. But when I was driving down there in the Riverfront, And also you got what you call the river market. They got lofts and stuff down there. Basically a lot of proud ass Edomite women, okay, Jake women down there. You know, these people are proud as all hell. They feel like they're better than you. They got the good, well, from what it's looking like, it looked like none of them is working, because I seen the whole parking lot for the vehicles. Like, these people, the only thing they do, they get up, they walk their dogs, they jog, they on their cell phones, and yet I'm like, I'm slaving to work, watching this shit, and I'm like, what's the secret? Like, let me know. You know, how can I get up in the morning and jog and do my lessons and shit like that and still live kind of in a decent place, a decent area? But yet, when I look at these people, they're so unfucking grateful. You know, because most of these people that were down there, that were walking, they had like this straight up destroyed look on their face. Totally distraught, like they just looked through. You know, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm scratching my head. I'm like, well, wait a minute, you live in the nicest neighborhoods. You got the $1,400 a month apartments. You got new amenities. Okay, you got workout centers. You got a lakefront right here. You know, you got open land. You got parks. You got bars everywhere. Okay, you got the city life. You got trees, dogs. You know, like pretty much everything in this life that can make a person comfortable. And these people are walking around with their mouth poked out. And I'm like, these are the most ungrateful people in the fucking world. But these are the same people that's going to fall down to this system. They're going to bow down. They're going to cater to this system, because the little that they do have, they're not going to want to give that up. You see? So I was like, wow. You know, and most of them was women. Okay, which proves that you women have been put in a quagmire, because you got all these goodies, the possessions, but yet you don't have the main thing that you're missing as a man, because you've given yourself over to feminism in the corporate life or the work life, and you feel like, oh, well, getting your own money, can't nobody tell you shit. But you're missing the whole concept of having a man, and the man that you do get, you push him off because you have that overbearing, stank-ass attitude. I don't need no man. But yeah, you sitting at home miserable as fuck. I can't find a man, but yet you mad at a nigga because you make more money than him. You know what I'm saying? It's stupid as hell. And that's why the best thing for this system is fire. Okay, and it's coming. And that's why we're rejoicing at the fact that this MOTB is getting ready to be mandated. All right, and a lot of you gonna be looking like, oh shit, what did we do? It says here, the night is far spent and the day is at hand. Okay, it says, let us cast off all the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. So, you know, it behooves us to continue to push forward. Okay, to push this word, to really engage in it, man. Okay, ask the Lord to open up our understanding to get us through this terrible day. Because, hey, it ain't gonna just be, okay, here's your CHIP, next in line. Nah, man, this is gonna be a whole system. This is gonna be a system that they're gonna change overnight. Though it was a course of time, it's still gonna happen like that. Before you know it, the Federal Reserve notes ain't gonna have no power to it. You're gonna go to the bank and try to get your little thousands of dollars out of there. You're not gonna be able to draw your money, because everything is gonna be in a encrypted folder, so to speak. Everything's gonna be digitized. You know, they gonna say, well, if you want the credits and the tokens that you have, you gotta get this system. And they show you that in that movie Demolition Man. Okay, you had the people that live underground. They called them ominous scraps, which means that these people were not dealing with the society. They wasn't dealing with the New World Order. So a lot of times they would come up from ground and rob the rich. Okay, but the people that lived underground was the people that didn't bow down to the system. Because Octo, the guy named was Octo or some shit, some weird ass Edomite. Basically, basically represents a Rothschild. Basically, man, what he did was, after Los Angeles fell after the big earthquake in 2007, they basically rebuilt, and they called it San Angeles, and it was basically a utopia full of just straight up PC bullshit, man. Only thing you had was Taco Bell. You couldn't curse. You couldn't have sex with women. Okay, you couldn't stay out past a certain time. You had to dress a certain way. You had to eat certain food. I mean, like, every restaurant they had was shit with Taco Bell. Okay, so it was a joke. Even John Spartan, the guy Sylvester Stallone, he said, somebody put me back in the fridge, because he hated it, man. He was like, what the fuck? Like, when he had to go to the bathroom and wash his ass because he was taking the number 2, he didn't know how to use the 3 seashells, man. He said, but you had no toilet paper, because he was from a different time. But see, that's what they're trying to converge over to, you know, and it's already, you know, it was already predicted that this thing will happen, man. Okay, that's why we're reading in the scriptures. Luke 21, and I'm gonna start at verses 27. It says, then they shall see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory, And when these things begin to come to pass, look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Okay, read it again. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads. Your redemption draweth nigh. All right. And that's the point. Okay. Salvation is on the way, brothers, man. They getting ready to pass this thing. And it's not because Esau is just so desperate. It's because the Most High is putting his ass under a time crunch. Okay. He has a time. Esau is running out of time. He has to, the sands of time is depleting on him very fast. Like if you take a hourglass or a sand clock and you hold it upside down, literally in the spirit, these sands are pretty much, they're running out on him, and he has but a speckle left. So the Lord is telling him, like, look, man, if you don't hurry your ass up, I'm gonna make you hurry up. So he's gonna push that, you know what, regardless, man. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. Okay, it's prophesied in the scriptures, and the scriptures say that the Most High, he works on the minds of the kings, man. So the Lord is spearheading this thing, because why? He wants us out of here just as bad as we do. You know, oftentimes we think that the Most High is sitting back laughing at our suffering and letting people get away with the wickedness. But hey, Yahweh Shai wants to give us the kingdom too. You know, but the Lord, he operates in time, in his time. Tells you in Esdras and said that until one said measure is fulfilled, then the other measure can't go forth. So you got to understand that to the top, the scales and the balance of time and everything that happens at its time, until that's fulfilled, then the Lord moves the hands and the scales of time. That's how the Lord moves. Okay, when one set measure is filled, it's just like when you watching, like in a particular, like if you have a measurement and you're putting like a certain filtration or a certain liquid or something like that on a balance of a scale, oftentimes it don't move until you meet that exact measurement. And then the scales of tipsy-turvy, and then it goes back and forth. You know, and that's how the Lord operates, man. So this man is on his way out of here. We just got to remain patient and keep pushing and believing, brothers, because, hey, trust me, nobody wants us to have the kingdom but more than Yahweh Shai, man. All the time we think like, man, the Lord don't want us to, like, you know, you get that demon on you, man. Like, man, the Lord ain't trying to fuck with us like that. We just supposed to sit here and let these people fucking kick our ass and all people get away with man of evil. That's not the case, man. You know, time and chance happen to every man. And like when I was at work today, we had our morning meeting, and this ex-meth head of a manager, whatever the fuck he was, dope fiend, whatever, but he got this record or some type of commending a day of 10 years of service. But the dude is a total fucking lowlife. Okay, I guess they gave him a watch or something like that because it's great 10 years accomplishments of service. Hooray, right? And then you got the two fucking black nigga bitches that work there, Keisha and Keisha. All right, and they commended this guy because according to them, oh my God, this is a man right here. Yet this man is a straight up sleazeball scumbag, probably snip his fingers out the wipe his ass type devil. You can tell he used to do meth or some shit because you can see his teeth. And that's half these bums I work with, man, you know. But regardless of that, in Keisha's mindset, that's a great accomplishment of a man. If you ain't that, you less than. You know, but anyway, they gave him they basically commended him for his service. In the back of my mind, I'm like, man, we just waiting on our moment, man. You know, it was a song by, what's this guy's name? But it was a song that's called I'm Waiting on My Moment, because somewhere in the spirit, you just know that we got greater destined to us, man. You know, we just waiting on our turn. And I could feel it. I could feel the anxiety and being antsy in my spirit. I'm like, man, I can't wait, man. You know, like when I said I was driving through the riverfront or the river market, how all these Edomites are living all good and shit, man. I'm like, man, we got to get out of here because I'm ready to live good. I'm ready to fucking live wealthy and ball out of control and righteousness. I'm ready for it, you know, and it ain't a sin to want that. And righteousness, okay? You'll be a fool if you didn't want to rule, okay? And I'm just back in my mind, I'm like, man, I'm tired of fucking being a nobody in this, and we're the kings and kings and princes and the daughters and wives of the earth of the Most High. We are literally kings, brothers. And you got to know what's destined to you. So back in my mind, I'm like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm ready to rule. I'm ready to sit on my beach house and just look at the stars, man. I'm ready to be sovereign again. You know, and that was all that was going through my mind. Every day I wake up, I'm like, I can't wait to be sovereign again. I can't wait to be in a righteous establishment that I ain't got to have somebody looking over my shoulder, dictating or ridiculing every fucking move I make. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to not have to worry about walking to a mailbox and having a fucking bullshit summons from some dumb shit. What? Oh, well, we missed you for 5 years. You have a $7,000 bill in your name because you did X, Y, and Z. I don't want to deal with this shit no more, man. You know? And that's how brothers are feeling. So that's why I was like, I'm just waiting on my moment. So this is a beautiful thing. You know? This is good. All right? 1 Thessalonians 5. And I'm going to start at verses 3. It says, for when they should say peace and safety, then sudden destruction coming upon them as travail upon a woman with child, right? Because right now, everybody is in the whole mindset of, okay, everything is la, 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 peace, peace, peace. But shit, even though inflation is at an all-time high, inflation is getting ready to skyrocket to 18% in the UK. But yet these idiots over here, they don't see the danger coming. Like the scriptures say, a prudent man foreseeth the evil far off. Okay, and we see it, but they don't see it. That's why it says peace and safety and sudden destruction. Okay? Because basically people are just holding on by a thread. You know, they're not living anymore. But yep, it says, and they should not escape, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. Okay? Because we're gonna know. The Lord is gonna come as a thief to these people that's not expecting his return, that's living a wicked lifestyle. And it says here, and ye are all children of the light, and the children of the day, and we are not of the night nor of the darkness. So therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Okay, it says, for they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they be drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and the helmet, the hope of salvation. Okay, and that's the point I want to make, you know. So with that, I'm going to end it here, brothers, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. And with that, Lord's will you were edified into the next lesson. Shalom.
These things in together, and to tie it into a score that's associated with your carbon footprint. In everything that you buy, in every move that you make, will calculate a score on how much carbon you are producing or emitting. And when you hit a certain level, they're going to shut you off. And this is what's coming. It's not a secret. It's out there in plain sight for those that care. But to kind of paint the picture clearly without beating around the bush, I figured I'd get straight to the point. This is where it's going. So expect here at any time in the offing, this U.S. government is going to make a major move, because most of the other countries have already done this. They've already made their move toward a CBDC. Look at India. India gave the country 4 hours. 4 hours notice before they switched this whole thing over. They made an announcement at 8 o'clock at night. It went into effect at midnight. So get ready. Your whole world's going to change. And what this is also going to do is it's going to give birth to the underground. To an underground system of trade of people that do not want to be tracked and traced on the beast blockchain system, that are not going to bow down to the beast. You've got a choice to make. What's it going to be? So I would suggest ultimately here that you have a plan. Been trying to get people ready here for the past decade, and it's really about to go down. And the question is what are you going to do when you need items, when you need goods, and you don't want to use the B system? What are you going to do? Do you have a plan? Is anyone thinking about this? Do you want to be tracked and traced? If not, what are you going to trade for? What are you going to barter for? You got anything? You got any precious metals? You got anything to barter with? That's what the whole underground system is going to be based on. Barter. And you best believe it's only going to be with those that people trust. And it's going to be built on trust. And it's probably going to get pretty ugly when they catch snitches or anyone else trying to sell them out to the beast. So, buckle up. The time has come. It's literally right around the corner when they're going to implement this. And it's going to take a lot of people by surprise. So you either jump on board with this system or you fight against it. Where do you stand in this fight? Where do you stand in the name of history? As the higher power watches, what move will you make? Join me on my live streams, Dabu777, where I go live Monday and Friday at 9 p.m. to break stuff like this down even more, in greater detail. Hope to see you guys there. Links below. Much love.